Hey there guys, what's up? This is Captain J bringing you another video. So before the video starts, I do want to give a very quick disclaimer. First and foremost, the music does not belong to me. It was actually uploaded by YouTubers and are free to use. They are non-copyright songs, therefore they are free to use to the YouTube community. The other thing is that the games also do not belong to me. They actually belong to their respected companies such as Nintendo and Sega and whoever their partners are. Also, there is some websites that I share from time to time, such as this one. Some of these websites may or may not contain harmful viruses. Fortunately, none of my videos have actually turned out to be this way, thankfully. I do want to let you guys know, just to be aware of these instances to where some sites are risky. I'll put it that way. So use at your own risk, and without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so with all done out of the way, today we're going to be talking about emulators for your Android device, and these are going to be for the Nintendo 64, NES, SNES, and Sega Genesis. The emulators can be found in the Play Store. They're very easy to find. All you have to do is go open it up, search for emulators, and whatever emulator you would want, whichever one you want to play, whichever one you want to bring back memories from your childhood, such as myself. So first we're gonna go ahead and start with the Nintendo 64 emulator. So to make this process a lot easier, what I've done is I connected my Xbox One controller to my phone by Bluetooth, as well as a MirrorGo application. Alright, so in the emulator there is different settings on here. You can set up and map your Xbox One controller as well as several others. When all that is said and done, you can go ahead and play, and I'm going to go ahead and restart it. And as you can see, it's starting up. So for the purpose of this video, I kept the audio off, as well as I skipped a lot of parts just to make the video a little shorter. You can kind of just play around with it and see what you like, how you like, and from my personal point of view, it doesn't lag at all, but it does help if you do have a bigger screen of a phone. I have the Galaxy S7 and it is a little small, so a tablet would probably work a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and just show a little bit of gameplay so you guys can see how the game runs. I am gonna let you know that when I loaded the game and all this was done and over with, there is an actual green screen and a blue object, which you'll see here in a minute, and it's just kind of weird. I guess it's just how the emulator works, but I haven't really gone great into detail, so you know. So there it is. That's what I was talking about. So anyway, here's a little bit of the gameplay. Enjoy, and we'll go ahead and jump onto the second emulator. Alright, so now we're going to go into the Retro SNES. And on this particular emulator, I have about 10 or 11 games or so, and I'm going to go ahead and start with Double Dragon. As you see the setup on there of the controls, I'm just going to go into settings and kind of just set up my Xbox One controller. As you can see on here, these are all the settings that are on the emulator. And I'm going to take a couple of seconds just to get everything set up. Here's the button layout, just getting it all ready to go. And right here's the gameplay. Also, the SNES kind of glitches a little bit, but that's a normal thing because it even does it on the regular hardware. I've actually used regular hardware on it, and it does the same thing. It plays pretty smoothly overall. I haven't really had a lot of issues with it, so it's still pretty good. You can try different games on it. I'm going to leave the link in the description for you to download a folder where I'm going to have a whole bunch of the games, so you can go ahead and download them all at once, so you don't have to look on websites for any of them. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and jump into the SNES emulator. I'm going to use the same game that I usually use, which is Contra. I already have this game on here, and this is how the game looks. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just turn it sideways so you can see the full screen as well. The gameplay is also just like the regular SNES. It plays the same way, not really a lot of change. Of course, you do have to set up the button configuration as well just to get it all right, but this is usually how it plays. There's not really a lot of stuff going on in here, and it's still really good. Alright, so last but certainly not least, it's gonna be the Retro Gen, which is the emulator for the Genesis. I did download Sonic the Hedgehog and Road Rash as well, but for some reason Road Rash was not working right, so I just figure I kind of look into it. I couldn't really get it to work, so I was like, oh well. So before I went into Sonic, I wanted to make sure that I went ahead and mapped all of the buttons for my Xbox One. I just went into the settings, the button settings on here, and you can see all the layout on here on every single button. And I did manage to find all the input settings on it, and you'll see me mapping out all the buttons here in a second. So here's all the buttons for it, every single one. So I just clicked on one of them, and then I clicked on the controller of what button that should be. This is why you don't really see anything else, any other input on here, because I'm just pressing on the controller button, and it basically maps it out. So then once I have everything done and set up, I can go ahead and jump straight into the game. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and load it in. There's the Sega logo. And here it is. It's exactly the same as the Sega Genesis. I'm pretty sure any new version model of cell phone or tablet, it's pretty powerful and capable of running all these games and emulators. Now, like I said, I am going to leave in the description all the downloads for a bunch of games, as well as a place where you can actually get them yourself. As I mentioned earlier, you just want to be careful of what places you get them from. I usually try to get them straight into a file. I don't really like the XEX, I guess, files, you can call them that, because some of the time they'll have you download sort of like an application for you to be able to download games onto it, and I'm not really too fond of any of that or all of that at all. So I just like to download the games straight out. That way I can just go ahead and load them into the emulator. Alright guys, so I do want to take a moment just to say thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, press the like button. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to leave everything in the description so that way you guys can go ahead and download all these games and emulators. And of course, I do want to take one moment to say thank you, as well as apologize for not really uploading videos in a regular basis. I've taken about a 2-month leave, and I haven't really been uploading quite a lot of videos. I've just been really busy. I have also been playing GTA 5 on the Xbox One with my friend Lawboy Packler, as well as a few new faces that I've actually found in GTA, and we have been playing for quite a while. I'm also playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for anyone that wants to join me on there. Look me up. It is going to be the GamerTag in the description as well if you want to look for me. You usually find me playing GTA 5. So, if anyone has any questions or comments, like I said, leave them down in the comments. Any questions, anything at all, I will try to help you as much as I can. Remember, all of the emulators will be found in the Play Store. That's where all of them will be at. And all the games will be in the description. So, thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe think about subscribing. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.